All right, my brothers and sisters, my family out there, may the Lord continue to bless you and keep you. It is really hot today. I will be so glad when I'm finished with this so I can get it out the way because I really want to get this stuff out of my house. It's been long overdue. But anyways, remember when I was telling you about the Red Cross, the Order of the Red Cross? Okay, I went when I was visiting my son in jail downtown. I went one day and I had this on, this hat, see? I bought this from the Christian bookstore. Now, I thought this was supposed to resemble the cross, right? But I just read right there where it says the Order of the Red Cross. But this was the funny thing about it. The reason why I'm showing it to you is because the guard told me I had to take my hat off. So I'm like in my mind, why did he tell me to do that? But see, if he thought that I was some type of person representing something else, because it was other people in there, they had their hats on and they had all kind of symbols and stuff on their hat, and he never did say anything to them. Didn't say one word. Excuse me, I need some water. Oh, thank God for water. It's one of the many blessings he's given us, thousands of them, but it's one of the many blessings that we still have access to. So anyways, I mean, there it is. I mean, these things mean something. Everything you buy, pay attention, people of God. Try your best. I mean, in my car, I have a symbol in my car, but it's what can I do about it? I gotta, but I prayed over it, anointed it. We prayed over it and anointed it, and the car has been dedicated to the Lord. And anything that was attached to it cannot stay there. Can't stay. But anyways, I want to tell you one more thing about the obliques. Okay, now, what's his name? President Barack Obama. He was giving that speech the other day. What was yesterday? He was giving that speech, and they were all standing in front of that obelisk. So really what they were standing in front of was the man's phallic symbol. I'm sure he knows. I know he knows what it is. He's a very smart man. I'm sure he knows what it means. Now it says here, when the children of Israel would forsake God, they turned to worshiping idols. So whenever you turn from God, you automatically turn to worshiping idols. Whether you say, some people say, well, I don't serve God, I don't serve the devil. No, you serve Satan by default, because there is only really one true God. Satan is just masquerading as a God. He is not a God. He's a fallen angel. Okay, it says one of the idols they worship was the obelisk. The one that's in Washington, the one that all the black people and all the people that went down there the other day to stand there and hear that speech. God has specifically forbidden them to do so. So God has forbidden us to do this stuff. If you do stuff, like I said, you can do it unknowingly. You can do it unknowingly, and then you'll wonder why all this crazy stuff is happening to you. And you don't know why. But you partook in a ritual that the people, the satanic people, know what they was doing. See, their job is to get you to sin unknowingly. They don't want you to know you sinning. But they know that if you sin, if you listen to my message, they know that if you sin, then you'll be in trouble with God. Man, I wish somebody was really, truly believing and studying the Word of God when I was coming up, so I could have found this out and saved myself a lot of heartache unknowingly. Some stuff I did do knowingly and I knew it was wrong. But the bulk of this stuff right here, I did not know. And then it says here, in Leviticus 26:1, it warns, it says, you shall make no idols or graven image or engrave anything. People engrave stuff in their skin now. Okay, it's called tattoos. It says, neither rear up a standing image. Neither shall you set any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your God. You want me to say that one more time? Let me say it. It says right here, you shall not rear up a standing image made of stone. The thing is made of stone, people. Brothers, sisters, anyone out there who's listening, maybe you're not. I don't know. He says they were also told to overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire. You know, I don't even think it's a mistake that mall out there in Beverly Hills, Beverly Fairfax area, around in that area. I don't even believe that name, the Grove. That's where they went into the groves and burnt their idols. I mean, you know, they worshiped their idols and burned their incenses in the groves. See, you know what? Satanic people, they don't love us. They want to destroy us. Man, they really do hate you. And believe you me, the more they can deceive you, the more money they get, the more promotions they get. It's the same way with us. The more that we do what's right, we do obey the Lord, then we get promoted. We get more assignments. We get more anointing. With them, it's the same thing. It's just opposite. The only difference is just evil. Man. Yet and still, people will sit there and tell you they don't believe that it's a devil. They'll sit there and tell you they don't believe it's a devil. Here's another symbol something I had got in my house. Man, this right here is a lotus symbol. It's a lotus symbol with a rose, okay? Now, this freaked me out one day. I couldn't believe this. Okay, I just was reading the book. Turn straight. Okay. I was just reading the book. And so, I was like, I've seen that somewhere before. That's just what I said. When I was reading through Sister Burns' book, I said, I've seen that. Where have I seen that? And as I told you, I was cleaning things out, going through everything in my house best I can. I went through again and found stuff. The Lord said, yeah, get that, get this, get that. And this is where I seen it. I bought some perfume. This was a perfume that this came in this bag. And I kept the bag because it's beautiful. That is the same symbol. Now, if that's not deception and trickery, I don't know what is. How could you know? How could a person know this? You wouldn't know that a person would stoop that low to deceive somebody through a simple flower. But it's not just because it's a flower. No, it's what they drew it to stand for. Man, sometimes I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. And then I remember telling you last time, about lucky charms, in the witchcraft spells and charms. But I didn't have my paper, and it says right here that one element or nature spirit that most people will recognize is the leprechaun. You can see this element every St. Patrick's Day. You also see the leprechaun on boxes of Lucky Charms cereal. Also, take a good look at the name of the cereal, Lucky Charms. Remember, charms are witchcraft. Those are things people use to cast spells on people. Notice the occult overtone. By the way, the word cereal comes from the word Ceres, the goddess of grain. There's that little man on the cereal, Lucky Charms. Remember I told you, they say they're magically delicious. Yeah, they're magically delicious. You know why? Because they're making money off of it. That's why they're magically delicious. So that's why I don't even buy it anymore, because I don't know if the cereal is really magically delicious or it's just good. I really don't know. But I just, I'm not comfortable with it anymore. I'm just done with certain things. Okay, and then this cereal, then this right here is a trident. This is a trident right here. And I just thought this was interesting, the trident. I've seen people with this symbol, But right here it says that mythologist Joseph Campbell reminds us that the trifold or trident is the symbol of Shiva, Poseidon, and Satan. The Lord of the Abyss is pictured with a hammer, which is symbolic also of the lightning bolt of illumination. The trident is also a fire symbol. Remember, Lucifer, Satan, is called the light bearer. In 2 Corinthians 11-14, the Bible tells us that Satan comes as an angel of light. But also I've read somewhere else that Shiva is also another name for Satan as well. But what's interesting about that is that, remember that gum, trident gum? I wonder, were they saying that's Satan's gum? Because you know it. I haven't chewed that gum in a year. I lost interest in chewing a lot of gum and stuff, but um, the gum is red, and it's called Trident gum. Boy, you think people don't go that deep that they can get something in your mouth? I believe they would. This is another symbol. I see lots of children of God have this symbol in their house. They have this symbol in their place of business. I know a brother, he has a whole bunch of them, and he says he's a child of God. He has a whole bunch of them in his bathroom. And I talked to him about it. I said, do you understand what that means? And he said, well, I know it's not right, but I keep them in here for people in the community so they can feel comfortable. What? No, you just keeping them in there because you want people to feel that you are with their religion, but yet still you saying you're a child of God. How can you be a child of God when you are mixing? Remember, that's what Lot did. He compromised. Now it says here, now this is what the dream catcher is supposed to mean. So for those of you who don't know what it means, I tried to get one myself years ago, but I could never afford it. But I'm so glad because they're very, very expensive. I'm very glad that the Lord didn't allow me to get one. It would have just been another thing in my house. And I remember a girl I know, I haven't seen her in years, she told me she had one of these and she saw it move. She said she actually saw it move. So, but anyways, it says here, it's the legend of the dream catcher. It says, long ago when the world was young, an old Lakota spiritual leader was high on the mountain and had a vision. In his vision, Akotum, the great trickster and teacher of wisdom, appeared in the form of a spider. Akotum spoke to him in a sacred language that only the spiritual leaders of Lakota could understand. All the while the spider spoke, he continued to weave his web, starting from the outside and working towards the center. If you believe in the Great Spirit, the web will catch your good ideas and the bad ones will go through the hole. Now, that's not what I heard. I heard it has something to do with it will catch your dreams, like your bad dreams. It'll take away your bad dreams, or it won't let bad dreams come to you, something like that. It said the Lakota elder passed on his vision to his people, and now the Sioux Indians use the dream catcher as the web of their life. I tell you what, they're making a whole lot of money off of it too. So, but as children of the Most High, we are supposed to trust God to remove dreams and these evil spirits that are plaguing us. It's a door we've opened. Or, the enemy, sometimes the enemy, you just have to rebuke him and tell him to get out your house. But anyways, I'm part Indian. In fact, I'm mixed with Seminole Indian. My great grandfather was a Seminole Indian. Yep, he was Seminole Indian. He had this really beautiful long red hair, and he had braids. He had them braid just like Indians. They would always braid their hair and stuff like that. And yeah. So even my history. Like I told you remember I told you the sins of the father, the witchcraft, the sorcery, all those things. You can have that stuff in your life, and you be like, oh, I'm cursed. Yeah, we do be cursed. But that's why we need a savior. We need a savior. Okay, now I wanted to show you this other thing too. Okay, remember I told you about the evolution. This is a beautiful, beautiful dress. Look, I forgot to show this to you earlier. Look at that. Now here I am wearing a dress. I thought it was a design. I just thought it was a design. I didn't know it was a symbol that represented something that I don't agree with. Okay. Man. Okay. Now, this is another dress I had, and this kind of, to me, looks like it has paisley in it too. But mostly what I noticed about it, it does have the paisley print in it, but and I'm going to get into that in just a minute. But I wanted you to see this. Okay, where is it? It must be on the back. Okay, yeah. This symbol, look at this. Okay, if you can see this way. Okay. Wait a minute. Straighten it out a little bit more there. Okay. Okay, you see that symbol? That is a, it's a spade. See, it's made in a spade. Okay. See if I can get a clear one here. All right, stop barking. Okay. My dog, she just barks at the wind. I don't know why. This was a clear picture. It doesn't have a good see. So, spade. Okay, now. I had read something about the cards in the book too, okay? This is a very good book. I would encourage anybody who wants to be delivered, who really wants to be set free. You don't want this mess in your house. You're tired of being cursed unknowingly, punished by God. You don't even know. You don't even know. I said stop it. Stop right now. Okay, so here it says right here, let me find the page. Okay, now, this is what this means. Now, here I am wearing a dress, and I did not know that it meant this. Okay, now, it says, and this has to do with cards, because cards have the spade and the clubs and diamonds and all that stuff. It says right here, okay. The first deck of cards was made for Charles of France in 1892. King Charles was an insane man. It is not generally known by card players that cards have a secret meaning. So that's just basically saying us, us dumb people, us people who are uneducated. God says that my people perish. He doesn't say the world's perishing. No, he didn't say that. He says my people perish because of a lack of knowledge. Because we just trust the shepherds. We just trust these people. We don't question anything. We don't go and pick up the book and say, okay, now what was that the pastor was talking about? See, when I used to be in church, I used to take notes. Okay? And he said this word, and what does that word mean? And different things like that. Or I go to him afterwards and I said, what did you, how do you spell that word? What is that word you were using? Okay? So anyways, this is talking about people that don't believe and people who don't want to hear it because you really know in your heart it's really wrong, but you just can't put your finger on it. But anyways, it says right here, it says that they have a secret meaning. It says, but after the following statements were made public, the members of the gambling fraternity of professional gamblers declared that they are absolutely true. And this is what they're saying. This is absolutely true right here, right? They're saying the king card represents the enemy of God. The devil, the 10th spot represents the spirit of lawlessness and is in direct opposition to the 10 commandments. Stop it. So sorry about that. The enemy does not want me to share this message. I'm sure this is what it's all about. So anyways, it says here that the 10 is in direct opposition to the 10 commandments of the Bible. Now, so can you imagine? I'm wearing a dress that really represents that I am against God. I'm his enemy when I love him and I'm his daughter. But I don't know that. But this thing is in my house. But that's what it really means. So you can still have, and like some people just don't know. Like I've seen symbols in clothes and I don't buy them. When I look at clothes now, believe me, let me tell you something. When I go in the stores now, and if I go in there, see they having a sale, see if maybe something I like or I want or need. And I go in there and I look. If it's got any kind of symbols on it, I look. So here I am walking around with a symbol. And once again, I got all kind of compliments in this dress. Always compliment. Oh, that's a beautiful dress. It's this, it's that. But the dress is cursed. Because it don't mean nothing good. It's against God. And I'm not against the 10 Commandments. I'm for the 10 Commandments. But Satan tricked me and got a piece of clothing into my house that I didn't really realize what it meant. When I bought the dress, I really didn't see the symbol. I didn't really, I looked at it, but sometimes your mind can be blinded. But maybe the Lord allowed me to be blinded to it to bring this message to his people. All things happen for a reason when, you're God's people. Then there's another thing I bought in the house too. This thing, man, I'm telling you, it's always something, people, always something. Okay. Now, this is how I'm saying how corrupt, how conniving, how tricky and deceitful people are. Now, I had bought these, okay, from a store. I don't have to really mention the name because I'm not trying to badmouth the store. The store provides the things that I do need, but they have to deal with the Lord on Judgment Day, so that's on them. But anyways, I had bought these. I thought this was really nice. I was like, oh, these are nice little book markers. You can mark your books. They were small, compact, and neat, right? But what made me start noticing something strange about them was it's kind of a little bit sharp at the top. And then one night I was just looking at it and I said, these look like horns. They look like horns, right? So, but anyways, I went, okay, and I was looking through the book again one day, right? And there it was. It was in the dang dong book again. And I'm going to show you right here. Show it to you, then I'm going to read. Look at that. There it is. Now, you say that's not it? Okay, well, let me show you. It is it. Look. Let me see it this way, okay. Because everything's the opposite, when you're looking at a TV screen. Look. There it is. It fits right in there perfect. Perfectly. All right, it says here, writing reversal is a satanic principle. Master Satanic Aleister Crowley taught his disciples to walk backwards, talk backwards, think backwards, speak backwards, write backwards, and even listen to phonograph records backwards to gain insight into the future. It is also interesting to note that in this Christian album, the name of Yahshua is only mentioned one time. Okay. It says, returning to the runes. We find the word runes means secret. The runes were associated with secrecy or mystery because only a few persons knew them. Heathen priests probably first used the characters in their charms and magic spells. The runes are considered to be comparable to the I Ching and the tarot and are a form of divination. Magical art states, more than 2,000 years ago in cold, rugged lands, a Scandinavian shaman seized evanescent magical ideas and gave them form in symbols they call runes. That's runes, okay? You can look that up for yourself and do some research on it if you would like. It says these stick-like character scratched onto pebbles and bits of wood functioned as talisman and implements for divination, protecting and guiding those who sought for their wisdom. Now let me tell you something. If I had have known for 1 second this was a darn talisman, a magical, a divination, I would have never bought it in my house. Not ever. I wouldn't have even touched it. But see, people believe that people care about them, and you talking about these people there, oh, they just want all of us to be one and all this whole kind of mess. They don't want. They want to destroy for the devil. They want to get awarded and acclimates and all this kind of stuff through trickery and deception. I would have never given somebody something that when I give people something, if it just say for instance like we had a yard sale a few months ago, and we was just trying to raise some money for a charity we give to, and we was running short on the funds, so we had a yard sale so we can continue to give and sponsor these children that we sponsor. And so I would tell people, I would say, okay, well, it has this on it, it has, I would not let them leave the yard sale and not let them know that the stuff didn't have a scratch, or if it, like this is one day wanted to buy some sheets, and I told her, I said, well, look, the sheets are brand new, but it has this on it, because I don't want people to get and say, oh, she tricked me, she knew. I mean, I've done that stuff. If you bought something and you found out it really wasn't, they didn't tell you, they knew about it. They knew. I remember one time I bought a DVD from these people, and it was in Spanish. It was in Spanish. I mean, it wasn't like you could change it back to English. It was in Spanish. So why would they do that? Because they wanted the money that bad? You would trick somebody like, I wouldn't do that. Because you know why? Because whatsoever a man or a woman or a child, when they become of age accountable, soweth, that is also what they shall reap. So here it is. Now what really gets me is I paid for it. I paid for a dang dong talisman to be in my house and curse me. Oh yeah, that's what I did. This is another one. This was a little thing I bought from the library. This is a symbol too. Right now, I don't know what in the world I had it marked in my book here, but I don't know what happened to it. But this is, believe me, it's another mess that's coming to my house. Unknowingly, I did not know. Okay, so here we go. Now this has to do with people that's saying that they are children of Yahweh. And what I'm trying to expose here, the Bible says expose unfruitful works of darkness. Now what I'm trying to expose here is this. That this world is satanic. This world is not our home. We're not supposed to be enjoying the things of this world. The world enjoys. The world is referred to it's referred to people that have turned their backs on God, or they never believed in God, whatever. He's told us to be separate from them. But this is just confirmation on when Pastor Craig was talking about the music industry and all those different things. And I was looking in my little magazine, and from the Christian bookstore, and this DVD here, right here, it looks like it's a Masonic symbol. Look at that. That looks just like a Masonic symbol. And that that symbol they be doing, like the triangle, that's like the perfect man, the divine man. Then here's another one, this one right here. Okay, this is one of the, like a Masonic symbol, the compass, And then here, this one here is, okay, it's the perfect man, the divine man. That's what that symbol stands for, that little, triangle thing. Arrow-like shaped thing, and it's got a circle in it. But remember, the witches, they say that that's when you conjure up. You put it in a circle. They always put it in a circle. They always did it in charm. They put it in a circle. I even seen it in another movie. They had some kind of series that came on. They didn't bring it back on again. I don't know why. And now this symbol right here, this is on a Christian album cover. But I guess Christian must mean something different, because this right here, this symbol right here means something, a saint. Oh man, I had it here. It means something, but I'll find it in just a minute. Just bear with me. But anyways, here's another one. Here's another couple of ones, right? Here's 12. Okay, here's 12 over here, but it's in a circle. Why does it have to be in the circle? And then here's one. This is a group called Take 6. But, are they saying take 6 of them? Or are they saying take 6 the mark? I mean, which is it? I'm not accusing them. I am just asking a question. And 6 plus 6 is 12. Well, okay, and then this paisley print. Okay, this print right here has just totally exploded the United States. It's everywhere. First, when it first came out, it was made. I'll tell you how it was made. It was made from, okay, actually, this came from an Irish monk. It says Paisley, large Birch industrial centre and town, seat of Renfrew, Scotland, situated on the river Waite Cart and a tributary of Clyde St. Mirren, an Irish monk. Okay, and it says is known to have built a church there in the 6th century, but Paisley eventually developed a small village clustered around a abbey founded. Clunic Abbey, founded in 1163. And anyways, it began to tell, it just tells about this print, how it became this town's thing. Now, like I said, I am not telling anybody to throw their stuff away. I'm not saying that. Just pray and ask the Lord to show you, just like he did me. Now, I found this on the internet. When I was doing some research, I just came across it because I started researching it because I noticed it just every time I go to the store to buy a dress, it was in a dress, it was in a shirt, it was in anything. Now this purse, I've had this purse for a long, long time, but it has that Paisley print in it. The Paisley is this right here. It's this print, it's everywhere. And then I found it, and then this ironing board thing, I had it in this. And then I had like an autumn, I had this autumn that had that print in it. But anyways, it's just everywhere. But to come to find out about that is that it actually has to do with goat hair. And it says goat hair is the symbol for the devil. And it's true. It is so, so true. It is very true. So let me hit you right back. My battery power is going down here. I forgot to plug up my laptop. So anyways, I'm going to hit you right back and pick right back off where we left off right here in just one moment, okay?